Welcome to another exciting trail review, guys, and this time we head out to Montagu. Montagu is 195 kilometers from Cape Town and forms part of the Western Cape Winelands district. It's also part of the Langeberg municipality. So after a bit of an air down, you head off on this flat little path here through the farmer's gate, and you are immediately hit with the first obstacle. It's a bit of a couple of ruts and so on. Nothing too crazy, but we just took it slow and steady. Choose your line nicely and let the vehicle do the work for you. After that, it was a nice, easy, chilled crawl. You're out in the open, you're smelling the fresh air, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no interference. It is beautiful. Lovely day out, the weather's perfect, but before you know it, you are hit with the first obstacle. So this obstacle, once again, is a dry river bed, and it shows the importance of having decent ground clearance and also how beneficial a front bumper is because it improves your approach angle. Was nothing too serious, and before you knew it, the Hilux was up and away. She made mincemeat of that little obstacle. So yes, let's see what this trail has to offer. I got a feeling there's a lot more coming. As we cruise through this part of the trail, I couldn't help but get the feeling that I just felt like I was in a western for some reason. Could have been the landscape, the mountain range, and just the sheer openness of it, but it was beautiful. We then hit with another dry river bed, after which there's a tight right turn which takes you to the start of the ascent up to the top of the mountain. Lux is still in low range. Just give it a bit of juice, and she made easy meat of that obstacle, no sweat. So far so good, nothing too crazy. Here we go. The cameraman worked hard to get the shot. Woo-hoo! Oh, it's beautiful out here. Sure. Okay guys, so we are about 20 minutes into the trail. We reached, I would say maybe the first summit, because we're gonna have to go up there as well. Fantastic setting, look at this. We're on top of the mountain, the weather's perfect, the scenery is amazing, and so far my vehicle is performing quite well. So yeah. So far the trail hasn't disappointed, I can tell you that, and I'm excited to see what's lying ahead. Cobus looks like he does a lot to maintain the track. So if you have wheels slipping all over the place and you're damaging the track, you're giving him unnecessary work to do. So you want to preserve the track as much as possible. Before you know it, we're up and away, and we start with the second ascent. This time it's a little bit steeper than the first one, and the views from up here is just getting better by the minute. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't always give you a true reflection of how steep it really is. But believe me, it was steep. Wow, this is a fun trail, man. Slow and steady. As long as you have traction, you're good to go. And the Hilux did well with Coopers. Wait till you see the view from the top. Unbelievable, look at that. Uninterrupted views for kilometers on end. The Langeberg range is a mountain range in the Western Cape province of South Africa. Its highest peak is Kirumsberg at 2,075 meters that lies 15 kilometers northeast of the town of Worcester. spectacular views all around 360. Go to the halfway mark of the trail. This is where the lookout is, and there's no shade, there's no benches, nothing else. If you're going to picnic, obviously bring your own furniture, chairs, tables, etc. But the view is amazing, stunning view, stunning setting. The weather's fantastic. It's a little bit windy up here. The trail's very well marked out, so you can't really get lost. It's a loop, and the farmer did advise me that you can do the trail in reverse if you so wish. The descent is quite steep, so it will be, I would assume it will be a lot more challenging coming up this way. The entire trail takes about an hour to an hour and a half total, depending how often you stop and if you're going to picnic and so on. But it's a relatively short trail, so you can do it in reverse if you so wish. Not too many overhanging shrubs and bush and so on, so you're not going to damage your vehicle, fortunately. However, there was one section that I did scratch the vehicle, but nothing too serious. The track's well maintained, it hasn't been abused, and yeah, you shouldn't damage your vehicle. This is a fun trail. It's short, but it's exciting. You will engage low range a few times. Your diff locker will work. The inclines are breathtaking. The descent is white knuckle. It's really a fun trail. So I mean, it's not going to break your vehicle at all. It's nothing too wild like that. But definitely grade 3, a 2 grade 3, there are certain sections where you really need to keep your nerve, keep your calm, and have your wits about you and so on. If you're ever in Montagu or you're visiting the Montagu Springs, it's literally 10 minutes away from Montagu Springs. So it's like if 4x4ing is your thing, you know, you have Montagu, you have the warm springs and baths and so on, and you have all the luxury there, and you just want to rough it up for like an hour or two. This is the perfect trail to come to. So I would really advise any 4x4 enthusiast that's looking for a bit of an exciting morning out, this is the trail to do. Look, it doesn't have sand, there's no river crossings, but if you're looking for steep inclines, steep declines, dongas, then this is beautiful views, then this is definitely the trail to be. Totally fun experience, and I would highly recommend you give this trail a go. It's $250 cash, although I tried to draw cash, but they couldn't give me cash. But Cobus was kind enough to say to me I can do an EFT, so he does allow for that payment method. Why wouldn't you want to do it?